recording a track for all the bitches out there, shaking their ass like they just don't care. Ooh, they just don't care. They just don't care. J'aimerais boire un verre de boisson, de champagne. C'est pour la petite qui boit du champagne. C'est pour la petite bourgeoisie qui boit du champagne. C'est pour tous les quotas français que parlent plus l'anglais. I'm not crazy, I'm just fond of you and all the piles of money that grows next to you. C'est pour la petite bourgeoisie qui plane à Hawaï, qui se fait des buts de diamant, la coupe de champagne, dans la coupe de champagne, dans la coupe de champagne.
So, as promised, here is one iteration of the deck list for Voiceless Voice Ryzeal. Now, the deck is far from solved. There are just a few things that I really want to mention. Voiceless Voice Ryzeal, what started out as, yeah, just put an Omni-Negate next to your detonator in the OCG, turned, well, let's just play 47 cards and top a YCS with it, is a really good deck. Because Ryzeal is a good deck, and having an Omni-Negate plus targeting protection plus being able to search Zoravis is not bad. This deck cannot play in any world on the draw. Just keep that in mind, okay? But I am currently prepping for Nets, and if you slam the normal Ryzeal mirror for like 2 to 3 hours a day, or like Fiendsmith Ryzeal, or just overall a Ryzeal deck that you've been playing for I don't know how long now, since like December, it does feel good to just fall back on something quote-unquote more fun, that it's a bit more diverse, that plays a lot better into Fuvalos, however, and it's still a Ryzeal deck, and it feels like a Ryzeal deck and a Voiceless deck, right? It's not just, yeah, well, I play Mitsurugi and I use 2 Ryzeal cards, or vice versa, to just search out stuff. So let's hop right into the ratios. We are playing 3 Eyes because this card is now also a good start, right? What you want from Ryzeal is make 3 XCs, 3 rank 4s, right? I'm not gonna go into too much about the twins, right? Because twins technically is not really making another XC, it's cheating out one, in my opinion, because you just use 2 rank 4s. But yeah, you make your dual drive, you make your detonator, and you have utility. This build makes utility first, the dual drive for the search, and the detonator as your endboard piece. So you have 3 Eyes, 3 Eggs, 3 Sword, 1 Node, 1 Cross, triple Bonfire, 1 Prosperity, 3 Lone, 2 Saphira, 1 Old Sage, 1 Zoravis, 2 Skull Guardian, 2 Barrier, 1 Blessing, 2 Rituals, 1 Radiance. And I think that if you're on a lower non-engine count, you should probably play Board Breakers. The pure build does too. So you are playing 3 Ash for Fuvalos and Metaltronus. So funnily enough, this card checks Metaltronus, so it is also kind of a defensive card against Breakers. We have Called By, we have Ultimate Slayer, we have Metaltronus, and we have Book of Eclipse. I think 1 Called By in the main deck versus Droll is okayish, so I think right now Called By is actually an okayish meta card to play main deck. It's just 1 spot at the end of the day, so if you throw in a Called By or a Talents, it really doesn't make that big of a difference in my opinion. If you draw 2 or get to resolve something that you urgently need to resolve, so that's that. For the extra deck you play 2 Detonator, 2 Duo Drive, 2 Twins, 1 to send, 1 to make, is usually the logic behind that, and then you play 1 Aggregator, 2 send. This card is a board breaker that turns X into like one hell of a card. It's a start, it's a board breaker, it helps you block your X going second, so yeah, definitely play Aggregator. Starring Knight, this card is phenomenal, right? You know, it's not as good as King of the Feral Imps and Mitsurugi, but it still is really good because this is like the quote-unquote missing link between Ryzeal and Voiceless. This is the stuff that helps you make your 2-card combos feel more natural. And then you just play, you know, utility depending on like your locals, like the format you're in, like your environment. So I think exageradet is always good. That goes to Emerald. I wanted to try because you just run through your Ryzeal names super fast. This is one of the reasons why Desirous is so good in deck, right? Because you rotate through like 2 Sword or Axed, at least 1 Ice, you're 1 of Node, you're Cross, yeah, a Dweller, because it's just quote-unquote free win versus stuff like Mermail versus Orcrost pre-support, post-support. And then 1 Dynamondo for your Voiceless package, and then you can play Slayer targets, right? Bucephalus, Antis, Malong, and you already played the 1 Aggregator for the Slayer too. I want to talk about some tech options in the side deck. So you can, as you've seen, play Diviner, right? This plays a bit better into Bystials. The Masquerades have Tachion because neither deck does care about the XC log. Cross out, Droll, Nip, those are all cards you can consider. You can bump this deck up, you can interchange like these 9 for non-engine. I just feel that if you don't run like 15 plus non-engine, you should be running Board Breakers instead of hand traps. But Fuvalos, Imperm, they're still good cards. Now, why would I pick this over like any other variant? To be honest, it's more of a personal choice, but this deck does feel good because you can set up cross negates before you play into Nip. You can set up your Omni negate before you go for Duo Drive. And you can protect your detonator from board breakers thanks to the targeting protection, right? So if you Ash the Book of Eclipse, for example, Metal Tronus, Ultimate Flare, those cards won't work against your detonator because of Barrier, right? Barrier protects all light monsters, and you can search out a Suravis to protect your Duo Drive, and you already have the Omni negate most of the time. So yeah, it's still a solid deck, and into a board breaker heavy format I could actually see this deck kind of shine. However, I don't see us having a board breaker format in the near future, and that's the problem. That's enough yapping from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think of like the cards, and yeah, see you in the next video. Stay safe, bye!